From worst to best, Mega Man 3 Robot Masters. Mega Man games are known primarily for their Robot Masters and the abilities that the Blue Bomber can earn by defeating them. Mega Man 3 is no different and follows the conventions the series is known for and does it extremely well. It also adds 3 important new elements to the series: Rush, Mega Man's robotic canine companion, the Slide, and my favorite character in the series, Proto Man. But today we are focusing on the Robot Masters Mega Man faces off against in his third outing and rank them from worst to best. And as usual, before we begin, here's how we are doing the ranking. Number 1, the battle itself, how it plays, and its strategies. Number 2, how does the battle affect the main character at the time of the fight? Number 3, the lore behind the boss. And number 4, the boss's design and setting. Mega Man platformers aren't as strictly ranked based on story because you can choose alternate paths, so more of a focus is going to be on the designs and fighting styles of each boss. The in-game lore and how Mega Man is affected is limited to guides and manuals, so we're going to focus primarily on what the game itself tells us. So let's get started with the lowest ranked Robot Master in Mega Man 3. Hard Man. I tried to make that sound as cool as possible without having a little schoolgirl giggle at the end. So where do we begin with this guy? I think the obvious is his name, which may be one of the worst in the whole franchise. He's an extremely heavy robot weighing in at 3 tons. He's also a defensive fighter who uses his immense size and weight to slam the ground to disorientate his opponents. He can utilize his hard knuckle attack, which is the power-up Mega Man receives from him. Your best bet is to use the magnet missile to soften him up a bit. His design is just average. It's not great, but it's not necessarily bad either. While he is the physically largest in the game, he has the least exciting design. Spark Man. Spark Man is a robot master of electricity built to resemble spark plugs. It is said he can build up to twice as much energy as Elec Man from the first Mega Man title, gathering up to 1 million watts. This master uses the power of electricity to shock the Blue Bomber. In order to defeat him, Mega Man should utilize the Shadow Blade. With his spark plug design, he doesn't have any hands, and instead has 2 high-voltage electrodes to build power. His design is unique and benefits his powers, but it honestly isn't that exciting. Top Man. Top Man is a robot master that was originally created to search for energy elements on other planets. In battle, he utilizes tops and intense spin attacks to wipe out his opponents. Unfortunately, his high spinning causes him to get dizzy and could damage him internally, which seems to negate his whole battle purpose. A hard knuckle to the face is his weakness, but only if he isn't in spin mode, which means his spins work offensively and defensively. He is a normal humanoid-looking robot master with a big Beyblade for a head. Gemini Man. The sleekly designed Gemini Man is able to create holographic duplicates of himself to overwhelm opponents. He is an efficient and confident fighter, using his Gemini lasers that are extremely reflective and effective. His battle can get intense quickly, but thankfully he has a fear of snakes, which is why Mega Man can utilize the Search Snake attack for heavy damage. Gemini Man is based on the zodiac sign of Gemini, meaning 2 or duplicate, which is why he is able to make copies of himself during battles. He has a sleek design and an interesting fighting strategy. Magnet Man. Magnet Man is a formidable Mega Man foe who utilizes magnetic waves to pull the Blue Bomber and any other metallic enemies in for a close-range assault. He also is able to shoot out magnets for a distanced attack, making him a well-rounded warrior. When using his magnetic waves, he's actually invulnerable to any attacks. The best weapons to use against him are Spark Shock and the Shadow Blade. His design is very similar to Robot Masters we've seen before, specifically Metal Man, and he has the appearance of a magnetic ninja. Needle Man. Needle Man's needle attacks were made from mining with the intention of penetrating 10-inch thick stone. However, under Dr. Wily's control, he uses the needles to try to impale Mega Man instead. The second largest master in the game, Needle Man is a formidable warrior who is capable of showering Mega Man with a flurry of spikes. Despite his size, he's pretty agile. He's what you get if you mix Airman and Metal Man from Mega Man 2. He can be damaged significantly by the Gemini laser, as long as you don't miss him. His design isn't too shabby, and he's a pretty tough opponent.
Great shot, kid! That was 1 in a million!
Snake Man. Snake Man was created to explore narrow areas and the physical features of uninhabited planets. As a combat robot, he's sleek and fast. He's also the first animal-themed robot in the series. This intelligent warrior takes on Mega Man using his Search Snake Serpentine missiles. It's good to battle him using the Needle Cannon. His patterns and the Search Snakes make the battle pretty intense. When first looking at his design, I wrote him off as a dude in a Reptar suit, but playing through the game and doing the research for this list had the design really grow on me. Snake Man is a pretty memorable robot master. Shadow Man. Shadow Man is by far the most iconic robot master to appear in Mega Man 3. Unlike the other robot masters, it is said that Shadow Man was created by extraterrestrials from another planet instead of by Dr. Light or Dr. Wily. His armor and shuriken are rumored to not be of this world. This master of ninjutsu is a powerful warrior and foe of Mega Man. The best strategy to face him is to dodge his quick movements and shuriken to slam into him with a top spin attack. Shadow Man is interesting because he seems to have much more to him than the average robot master. Plus, the ninja motif not being man-made is a pretty cool tidbit. He's easily the coolest and most recognizable robot master in this game, and that's why he's the best. On a side note, Proto Man is actually the coolest character to appear in this game.